Whoa!
Oh my god.
It's happening again, Ethan. We can't stop. It just keeps happening. We're in a perpetual
We just love
loop.
going live.
I love going live. I particularly love going live here on the Stegman and Friends YouTube channel, in part with Kids Love Chains Press.
Yes.
Kids Love Chains Press is pretty cool, and if you're not subscribed to it over on Substack, you can head over to klcpress.com and do it. Get this right out of the way. Also, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to this channel so you never miss one of these incredible streams that we're about to do right now.
I'm guessing where the buttons are for the.
I don't know.
Like and
they're right there
somewhere. I think the like would be below Ryan Lee, and I don't know. Subscribe might be there too. There you go, boys. That's how you do it.
I don't know. I can't see it.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. We've got a great stream for you tonight. Our Jedi's kicking it off with a bunch of chains in the chat. Please, by all means, drop your chains in the chat for the show tonight.
So it keeps us going.
Mr. Stegman is not with us, as you can see. He's off doing, I don't know, I think he said Florida to do CGC signings. So if you're waiting on a CGC signing from Ryan Stegman, here it comes, I guess, maybe. That's not a promise formally on his part. That's just me rambling. So we're joined by two very special guests this week, and they are the creative team for the freshly announced just this past Monday over on the aforementioned klcpress.com. VANISH, the Golden War, is the first spinoff to come from the VANISH universe, of course.
Yeah.
It is a prequel to the main story that Ryan and Donnie are putting together. And we've got the creative team with us tonight. And that's, of course, Mr. Kenny Porter on words and Mr. Ryan Lee on art, who I'm sure you guys have seen them stop by on the show in the past. And, of course, if you've listened to Stegman and his amazing friends, these are no strangers. These are some amazing friends of the show. Welcome,
you guys are
boys.
Longtime friends of the podcasts and the family. It's fucking cool for you to be part of like the KLC Press squad now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
It's dope.
Thank you for
I think I probably just hosted so many podcasts that Ryan had to pay me somehow.
Yeah, man. Well, it was Kenny Porter's Quarterly Reporterly, and we're here. We're here for a Quarterly Reporterly tonight. Let me get chained up here, and then we're ready to start the show. Ryan Lee's going to be drawing Battle Rocket for us tonight, so we'll get that going in a little bit. It's going to be awesome. Fellas, how are you doing this evening?
Wonderful.
Pretty good.
Beautiful.
Fantastic. We're glad you're here. It's exciting.
Excited to go live as many times as I can during the day.
I know, Kenny. Well, that's why Dustin Heinman's asking, Griffin, where are your chains? They're right here. I just put them on. Relax. I like to do it ceremoniously on the show.
My big dumb Halloween store chain broke, and so I'm thinking, now that I'm raking it in as an employee of KLC Press, maybe it's time to upgrade to a legit chain.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Gold chain, black turtleneck.
That's not bad.
Get one of those My Little Monster chains, those plastic ones. That are orange. I'm old. I'm dating myself.
Okay.
You can get those on eBay.
Well, you guys now officially part of the KLC Press family. Like, you guys also have to have chains at some point. So I expect next time you guys are on the show, you'll have to. Brandon Allred is wondering if I'm clawing it up tonight. No, this is a probiotic drink. This is healthy and good for
Very
me.
healthy.
Not like
Very
White
good.
Claws, but also in a way they're good for the soul.
Scoot says, someone super chat to get Ethan some new drip, please.
Drop some super chats.
And of course, fucking Sarah McLachlan playing in the background. I definitely, I'm a needy boy.
Of course, you can drop any questions that you have for the guys in the chat. And I'm sure we'll be getting some subscribers in here momentarily. So we'll see when those guys show up. But to kick it off, Kenny, it's going to be a big year for you. There's another project that we'll get to talking about a little later in the evening that you have going on over at DC Comics. So we can chat about that. But let's start off talking about Golden War.
I imagine everybody was kind of blindsided by this news because we learned a little bit early, but even when we did, it was like that. It blew my mind because it was like, oh my god, already we got like a universe happening.
We already
have
the universe happening, and it's super cool and exciting. Kenny, I'm going to start with you. What's it like diving into this first spinoff, and what's it like getting to play in this sort of crucial moment in the history of the VANISH universe?
Well, it's super fun because not only do I get to help like flesh out this awesome thing that Ryan and Donnie created, like I get to do it with my friends, which is super cool. And I'm like, you promised me you wouldn't cry. I can see your heart right on your shirt.
I make no promises.
Yeah. Yeah, like it's great because we get to do it with our friends, and just kind of like going back and forth about like, okay, so we know this is what VANISH is, like what would have happened X number of years ago. Like I love that kind of stuff of like working back to how a universe originates. Well, I won't say this story isn't like the genesis of the VANISH universe or anything, but it is set in the past during World War II, which is also just a fun, like classic superhero era to be able to pull in some fun Golden Age tropes and play with that sort of stuff the way that they're playing with some of the other sort of superhero tropes in VANISH.
Absolutely, man. And, Ethan and I have such a soft spot for Golden Age, Silver Age stuff and everything. So we're excited to see you guys start messing around with some of those. And Kenny, I know that you do as well. A little
bit of design work. Ooh.
Yeah, actually, I was just getting the designs pulled up. We'll drop those on screen for you guys in just a minute if you haven't seen them already. I want to say, Scoot, what's up, man? Glad to have you with us this evening. Hope you can get in here when we drop the link in just a little bit. He says, very blindsided by the announcement, but happily so, which seems to be the response overwhelmingly in the chat. Reaper's Comic Den, so stoked for this universe.
Awesome. Thanks.
And he's wondering if it's law to have someone named Ryan be the artist for VANISH titles. Ryan Lee, care to elaborate?
There's a lot of Ryans in comics, so it's pretty easy to like. You'll never run out of Ryans to find.
Well, it's hilarious when we're talking to Charles Soule and stuff, because then you get Ryan Brown in the mix as well, and it's like, gee.
Fingers crossed on the Battle Rocket spinoff. We got Otley coming up. That'd be good.
That would be pretty nice.
That'd be fun.
Nice.
It'd be dope.
I want to ask you guys as joining because the Substack thing. A lot of these creators are taking the opportunity with Substack to sort of create little imprints, and that's sort of what we're trying to do with KLC Press, and so for you guys to kind of come in and join everything that's going on with that party, how do you feel about the Substack ecosystem and how these imprints are starting to launch? Is this exciting for you? Do you feel like the future is bright for Substack comics?
Do you want to go first, Ryan, or do you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say, I think it's awesome because in this instance, our people we know who we love as creators get to do other books with people that they love and whose stories, it's a great machine just for cranking out more fun stories and giving people a platform to be able to hey, we're doing, Ryan Donnie are doing an original book, and now they can do spin-offs of it, or they can put out other stuff that they like because they have a platform to do that. So I think that's really cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
Subsequently, too, it's impressive, the timetable that everybody is able to work on when we just do it all in house.
It's true.
Ryan Lee, you were going to say something. I think I cut you off. Sorry.
Oh no, not at all. No, I think it's great. It's awesome to work with our friends, and I don't know tons about the platform itself, but it's cool to see more and more people come into it, and some lesser known people not so much Kenny pretty soon, but outside of the Brian K. Vaughns and the Ryan and Donnies and everybody else, it's cool to show the expansion of the platform, hopefully to a lot of other creators and stuff. So I love it. I mean, it should be pretty fun. I think it'll be pretty cool.
Agreed. Are you guys following any particular projects on these comic Substacks that are exciting for you?
I'm excited for the romance one that Tom King and Elsa Shar do. I like her work a lot. She does these really fun YouTube videos where she'll either take a sequence from a TV show and reimagine it as a comic page. She did one for Chernobyl, which was awesome, where she took the scene. I don't know if you spoilers for Chernobyl, but she took the scene where the guys are underwater with the lights and the lights start going out, while they're going under the power plant, and did that as a comic page. It was awesome. So. Cool. I really love her artwork. I'm excited for that. And then I know Grant Morrison just announced a bunch of stuff.
Oh, man.
I'm interested in what they're doing.
Yeah,
Grant's
of
was
course.
wild.
Grant's is
just
insane.
Just the introductory
Insane.
post on Grant's is pretty nuts. I love it.
Yeah.
Jarrett Hartnell wants me to say subsequently again.
Why are you saying subsequently?
Subsequently again.
Subsequently.
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 Do you say is it a sequence?
Well, because
sequence?
the root of it is subsequent. It's not subsequent.
I
So
could give a fuck about your fucking
Griffin,
syntax or whatever.
Whether you can give a fuck is irrelevant because our audience is rising up to let you know that you're mispronouncing the word.
Listen, Jarrett.
Maybe he liked it.
Yeah, maybe
he might have liked it. He didn't say he didn't like it.
Flair you put on it.
True.
Yeah.
Listen, this is kind of fucking my brain up because I've said subsequently my entire life.
Oh shit! That actually sounds like a Grant Morrison book. The Subsequence.
There you go. There you go.
Or it could be yours. There you go.
Dom, I'm sure is talking about Elsa here and says her YouTube channel is so informative. A ton of teachings on sequential storytelling. Sequential. Scoot's back with another question here. Since the universe has been pretty much created by Ryan and Donnie, how much free reign are you guys having to play in the universe? Is Dominatrix Stegman standing over you?
That was a question I had as well, especially going into the past. Does it feel like kind of an obstacle course to work around continuity that's like being laid out in a new series?
Yeah. Well, first of all, with Stegman standing over me, I wake up most nights and he's 3 centimeters away, breathing over me. So
okay,
that's nothing new. But no, when we started doing this, like, Donnie and Ryan had the idea of the type of thing they wanted it to be, and then they really let us go loose in terms of just like, we were like, what if it was this? We could do this. So they let us throw a ton of stuff at the wall, and then we worked together to kind of like shape it and form it and farm it into something really cool that fit there.
Right.
So there's still tons of space. Like, it doesn't feel like they're coming and they're like, on this page, you got to put this. It's a completely like collaborative, creative thing, especially with like, my favorite part is like knowing that Ryan Lee got to go nuts with the designs however he wanted. So that's always my favorite part, is just seeing things that Ryan creates. So
absolutely.
Kenny's descriptions are great. Yeah, they just let me do. I mean, I had very little feedback. Like, they're really, I mean, I try very hard to kind of like make it fit into what they want, you know, and I always do tons of research on every project I do. So for like, you know, they wanted some golden age looking characters, you know, and a lot of them are analogs for other characters that we already know. But in terms of just going wild, like, I just went ham, and I'm like, I can dial it back if they want me to, but I'm going to try to go as crazy as I can first, and then we'll see if I have to backpedal. And
sure,
I haven't had to do much backpedaling, to be honest. Like,
well, I think
free.
I think it's paid off because you've been getting a lot of love in the chat, and Christopher Brooks here is talking about your designs looking incredible.
Oh,
Let everyone see them. I agree, Chris. Let me throw up the designs here real fast. I'm not sure how good we'll be able to see them on the screen. Let's see. So they're quite small here, but if you head over to klcpress.com, you can see them and you can zoom in to your heart's content. But here they are. They're awesome. The mask, I can't even get over the mask, dude.
The mask is incredible.
The sort of Vader influence there, maybe.
Oh, absolutely.
Big time.
Yep.
I
love
absolutely love it. Cavalry is sweet. Do you guys want to go through? Are you able to tell us anything about any of these guys? Maybe go down the line.
I can give a little bit
without
giving away the story. So Cavalry's like your Superman type analog, like Golden Age caped hero. Warcry is kind of like your Wonder Woman type. Like, I love Ryan's crazy design with that whip that's like included. Like her super strong hair.
It's sick.
Jet's your classic speedster. He's kind of like, Ryan did this awesome thing where he like looks almost like a plane, which I love. You got Napalm, who's like your classic like Human Torch sort of thing of like the Golden Age era. General Kurt Muller is our like big heavy big bad, who's, you know, like a Hellboy kind of inspired like evil like magic user. We got this like great monstrous Morgana Le Fay, like that Ryan side, which is like I love how I could taste how gross this is.
It's a lot of textures.
I can feel it. Like it's giving me big like The Thing vibes.
Absolutely.
The mass, the nightmare, and the pain are 3 villains that all have different specific sort of like powers and gimmicks. I don't want to completely give those away. What each one of them can do because it's really fun.
The nightmare is just ridiculous. I fucking love
it. For good reason. It's
great.
It works. Yeah. There's some great moments with it. But yeah, I absolutely love everything that Ryan did with these. He made all of my crazy words come to life, and I very much
so these are fantastic. Kenny, I want to know, Donny Cates is a madman, and we love him for it. How has it been working with him? How much have you guys, because we're in the dark on it even, as to how much you guys have been communicating about it. So how much is coming down from Donny about how he has seen the sort of backstory of the world and everything, and how much is you getting to just run free?
It's a lot. It's a really good balance. Like when I outlined it all out, we had like a great talk about like, let's nudge this, like what if we did this, so it was really good, just like creative back and forth about like, oh yeah, then like if we do that, then this can happen, this can affect this character, and the same thing goes like with scripting and everything, where like if I do something and then he's like, well, what if we did this, I'm like, oh, that's great, because if we did that, then we can do this later on. So it's been super collaborative and everything, and like we always have like a good back and forth of notes and stuff, and so often like either text or jump on a call or something if needed to and run through it. But it's been super fun.
Sweet, man.
That's great.
Ryan, you got a question from Dom Gomez. What design gave you the most trouble coming up with, or did they all sort of just pop right in?
Probably Warcry.
Okay.
I was trying to find a new way of, you can tell she's like a Wonder Woman type analog, but I don't want to make the exact same character. I did so many different sketches of her playing with her proportions, how muscular she should be, versus like leaner and longer, more like a female MMA fighter. I went through so many versions of her, like different helmet designs. Should we see her face more? Different paint on her face, like war paint. Because she's kind of a mix of she's not like one specific thing. There's like there's some like there's some Roman things going on there, like design cues. There's some Native American there's also it's a mix of stuff. So it was really hard to try to come up with something unique, but at the same time it was kind of iconic and felt like a golden age hero too. So I had a lot of trouble with her, but I think she looks pretty cool. I mean, I like it's just going to be fun drawing, her big long braids swinging like a chunk of column around.
Absolutely.
So.
That's sweet. Well, I think without further ado, we should, Ryan, do you want to start sketching for us? And,
I'm going to turn off my camera for a sec.
We'll blow you up and get the ball rolling. And to start us off,
keep the questions coming in the chat as well, because
we love questions.
We want you guys
and
learn everything you can about the Golden War.
Absolutely. And if you've got questions about some of the boys' other work as well, I'm sure they would be more than happy to answer it. So any Mountainhead fans in the chat, or of course numerous Kenny Porter projects, and the big one that was just announced, we're going to talk about it. I'm going to add some amazing friends here. Abigail Mendoza. Hello,
hey.
Abigail.
Whoa.
Ryan
Hello.
Michael.
Hey, guys.
Proclaimed KLC Press Fan of the Month for February. We appreciate all the work you've been doing over there for us, man. That was awesome to see the flyers and everything. Brandon Allred is here as well.
Howdy.
Hey, Kenny Porter. We're going to blow you up for the time being here.
Kenny Porter Spotlight.
Oh, yeah. And
all right, Kenny, give us the
collection,
now that you've got the spotlight on you, give us the quarterly reporterly.
Okay, how about no? It's time for Ryan Lee to draw.
Yeah.
Whoa!
The more important thing.
I'm getting
Show the more talented guy.
Fucking whiplash.
Oh, no.
Oh my god.
Steve is here as well. What up, Steve?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not much. We got a couple of awesome creators with us tonight that we're excited to be talking to, and for you guys to talk to as well. But let's do our usual chat. Let's hang out. Let's see what everyone's been up to in the past week. Abigail, you're up first. What you been doing?
Well, as every Pokemon fan out there knows, Arceus came out this past weekend, so I've been Pokemoning it up all week.
Nice.
Who did you start with?
Oshawott.
Nice.
I got Rowlet.
Nice.
My wife made me pick Rowlet, so
Yeah.
Who did you really want to pick?
I mean, like when I found out Cyndaquil was gonna be Ghost Fire in its final form, like I was really into that. But I let her pick because she wanted the cutest one, so it was obviously the owl.
Well, he's got a little bow tie, and that's
Yes, he's very formal. Like he shows up to the party dressed for success.
But it's catchable in the wild.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
Yeah,
so I can't wait to find. I read or heard that you can get the other starters too at the end.
Is that true? Okay.
Like when you beat it in the post game, like because he says, "I'm gonna hold on to these for now." Like you go back to the office, and he's like, "I guess you could take them since you beat God or whatever it is you do."
Spoilers, Christ.
No, catching
But God gives you a cell phone in the first 5 minutes. So
In the finale of the game, you have to battle the Christian God.
Pokemon God.
Damn.
No,
Damn.
the player's practically Poke Jesus at this point.
Hell yeah.
That's true.
That's sweet. I was telling Ethan, I'm finally getting the ball rolling and finally diving into Breath of the Wild, which I know I'm several years late on, but it's been great. So I'm that's my Nintendo.
Now you're talking about Zelda Breath of the Wild, not Pokemon Breath of the Wild.
Correct. Pokemon Breath of the Wild would be sweet as well, though. A big ass super open world thing like that would probably be pretty sick.
Like Chris Crisis says in the chat that I am right. The professor gives them to you afterwards.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
I gotta get my little fire boy.
Everyone, I don't mean to freak anybody out, but we have famed director Wes Anderson in the chat.
Wow.
Hey, Wes. Is this your first time with us tonight on stream?
First time on stream.
Awesome. Well, welcome, sir. Happy to have you. We got Mr. Kenny Porter and Ryan Lee with us this evening, the creative team behind the first VANISH spin-off coming out that we just announced. And Ryan Lee is drawing Battle Rocket tonight. So happy to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
Of course.
Hi there.
Abigail, anything else that you wanted to bring up that you've been doing the past week?
Oh, I've also watched the first 3 episodes of Vox Machina.
How's that?
Like, it's funny. Like, even though I haven't watched Critical Role, nor am I a D&D player, it's still pretty enjoyable.
Nice.
So you can get into it even if you're not familiar with that stuff. You felt like you were able to jump right in.
Yeah, I think it's mostly about the genre that just sucks me into there.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Oh yeah. A real quick question from Scoot in the chat here. Why Battle Rocket tonight, Ryan? Is he just fun to draw, or did Stegman dictate this?
No, I talked to John Hill about this, and I was like, well, what should I do? I'm like, I can do whatever you guys want me to draw, and I don't know, it seemed like a good fit.
Absolutely.
There's a lot I can exaggerate with him. I like this crazy hairdo. So.
For sure. We don't, we did a few VANISH pages up front on the stream, and we've done an Oliver Harrison piece, and you did one alongside Ryan that one night. That was super awesome. So I say more VANISH art on the stream, not enough, because all the designs that Stegman came up with for that book, and of course that we'll eventually get to have you do for Golden War on here at some point. I'm sure they're all fantastic. So that's why, Scoot. Also, Jarrett in the chat, Kenny says, Kenny, I'm a friend of Inake. How and when is Red Room going to come out?
Yeah, so Inaki Aspiazu and I did for fun an adaptation of H.G. Wells' short story The Red Room. Which, because like he's known for his sci-fi stuff, but he did like a bunch of horror short stories, and that one's like a really fun ghost story that I like about a haunted house. And Inaki and I did it, and we have plans for it coming up soon.
Very nice.
Can't say much else.
There you go, Jarrett.
Yeah.
It's on its way.
Yep.
In some form. Also, Christopher Brooks is wondering, will Jared Leto make a cameo appearance in anything that Ryan is drawing or that Kenny is writing? This is, of course, a reference to our famous segment, Let's Go Leto, where we discuss the latest Jared Leto news. I don't know if we have any recently. I
have Leto news.
Steve's got Leto news.
Leto news. He sent me an email. He sent me an email today saying that tomorrow he's releasing Morbius merch on his website.
Is this real? Are you being serious?
This is real. This is a real.
What is the web? What is the email from? Like a fan club website?
No. So I had ordered. So like years ago, I had ordered an autographed Jared Leto CD, the 30 Seconds to Mars CD.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm on his mailing list now, so sometimes it personally comes from Jared Leto, the emails.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so this one was about his Morbius merch that he's releasing tomorrow.
Oh,
if anyone's interested.
I was on that thing. I was on that thing where you text him and it sends you texts that are allegedly from Jared Leto, but I guess he just fucking gave up on that because I don't get any more texts from Jared. Maybe he blocked me because he heard about the segment. But
is there Morbius merch photos, Steve?
No, he's keeping it pretty. It's pretty much just a picture of like his head wearing the shirt, but you can't really see. Like one you could tell says Morbius. I'm assuming they're all like long black or white shirts with the sleeves cut off. I don't know.
Well, I'm in, and as soon as you
I'd like a T-shirt. I'd like a T-shirt that says the line between hero and villain is about to be broken.
Yeah, and on the back it says a new Marvel legend arrives.
That's right. Yeah.
Also, Klaus is back this week, folks. What is up, sir? Good to have you here once again.
Hey guys. How are you doing?
Doing good, man. Are you chilling? Are you in a car right now?
Yeah, I am. I'm waiting for my girlfriend or my wife. I have to say wife now. To come back. She's quite drunk, so somebody is gonna drop her off, and I'm picking her up. So I thought I'd plug in the light for a while.
Cheers to the responsible.
And I just heard, just the second I plugged in, I heard "Let's Go Leto." So
yeah, man. Lazar Lilik, I genuinely like a Bat Radar shirt.
That would be great.
Yeah.
I have some sort of Bat Radar.
I think I would like a shirt that on the front has Morbius talking about his bat radar, and then on the back has a photo of Donnie going, "Do you mean fucking sonar?"
That had to be like a studio note, right? Like people aren't gonna know what the location is or whatever.
That was Donnie's speculation on it as well. Yeah, I feel like it's gotta be.
I know David S. Goyer said like the dumbest note he got on one of the Superman movies was like, I haven't seen Man of Steel in a while, but I think like he uses the rocket or they use some sort of pod from like Krypton to blow up one of the big devices. And he said his studio note was, "You can't have him blow up that ship." And he's like, "Why?" And they were like, "Well, how's he gonna get back home?" He was like, "To Krypton?" And they're like, "Yeah." He's like,
"Oh yeah.
It's a movie." Like, so I'm sure it's probably something like that where somebody just gave a really weird note.
Jesus, people.
Yeah.
Got some more amazing friends coming in. Fleisha's here. Rob, I'll get you in here in a minute. We have too many people on screen at the moment, but you will be in here at some point, sir. Howdy. I see you in the chat here. Let us know if you got any questions for the boys and how you've been doing, all right? Ryan Michael.
What up?
What up, sir?
How are you guys?
Hey, we're doing great. We're doing great. What you been up to?
Oh wow, like everyone else watching everything. Let me see. I watched Boba Fett last week and this week. The After Party on Apple Plus, which is like a murder mystery comedy. Vox Machina was dope. I just watched Peacemaker today, which was a crazy episode.
I'm watching it right after this. Love Peacemaker.
Yeah. It was it was a crazy one. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to ruin anything. So, it was cool. And I was the first one at my store yesterday, so I got 2 of the best copies they have of Crossover 11, which blew my mind.
Ooh,
I will not say anything. I will not say anything in case you haven't read it, but hurry up and read Crossover 11 because it was nuts.
Yeah, so. I think the word is kind of out. We were doing our own announcements for issue 12, of course. I won't say anything if by chance there are folks in the chat that are unaware of the twist. I guess maybe not twist, more so reveal at the end of issue 11 here.
Yeah.
It's pretty big. It's pretty baller. Issue 12 is going to be nuts, and it's going to blow your mind. So can't wait for everybody to read that.
Yeah, and it's cool to be on here. The announcement for the Golden War definitely came as a huge surprise. I know towards the end, you and Ryan. Oh, Ethan, how you feeling, buddy? You were gone last time. How you feeling?
Feeling great. Why?
Oh
no, I'm doing good. I was at the doctor, but not because I was sick. I just had some shit going on, but I'm doing good. Okay. Thank you for asking. Yeah, I'm doing
no worries, man. I just realized as I'm recapping last week, you weren't with us, so.
Dude, for a second, even I was like, "Oh my god, wait, what is happening with Ethan?"
So yeah, no, last
I was
week was
watching
cool.
almost the whole time last weekend, so I was there. I was there in spirit.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, no, it was cool last week because Ryan and Griffin, I know you guys were teasing big things were coming this Monday, but I, of course, was blown away by all the awesome announcements Monday. Kenny and Ryan, congratulations.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Of course. And as I was doing my homework, you know, I'm familiar with you guys, but I got more familiar. But one thing I read of Kenny's that I love, and I would hope you can shed some light on this.
Sure.
How fun was it writing rhymes for Etrigan the Demon?
It was one of the most fun things I've ever done, especially because to get it right, I had to say it out loud constantly. And, my wife came downstairs because I was sitting on the floor in the living room, like recanting rhyming demon language, just and like counting the hands, just like that. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Like that, like in the corner. I'm like, "I'm writing comic books. Leave me alone." Like that. Yeah, it was super fun. Like I would do Etrigan again in a second.
Yeah, I imagine that was fun when they said, "Would you do a Green Lantern Halloween story?" Yes. It will also involve Etrigan? Hell yes, you know.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, all right, it's a territory dispute. 2D, you got yourself like a hell cop and a space cop who's got jurisdiction. They're both super bullheaded. Neither of them were going to back down. So yeah, it was really fun to write. I'm really glad you enjoyed it, man. Riley did a great job drawing it too.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. It was really cool. And I always give one shot to try, and then there were, like, I read for Spider-Verse every single tie-in, every single one. And there were a few that I was like, woof. All right, I'm glad I read it because I know everything, but that wasn't really worth my time. That was like a great standalone. That was really cool, so thank you for making it entertaining.
Oh, hey, that's as long as one person's entertained, then that I did my job. Yeah. Hopefully, it's multiple one persons, but at least I know I got one.
Aim low, Kenny. Aim low.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, no, I can't wait to see what you're doing with the Golden War, man. That looks cool, and obviously, it being able to go back in time a little bit. Seems like they're giving you enough berth where as long as you don't mess up the next 50 years of plot, you know, you won't step on their toes. So.
Oh yeah, every day they're like, "Hey Kenny, don't fuck it up."
Don't fuck it up.
They say, and usually that's what Stegman says when he's standing over my bed 3 inches from me.
Ryan Lee, I was doing a deep dive on your art, man, and it is I was here when you drew the Vanish painting, and that was so sick.
Oh, thank you. Thanks a lot. That's
deep
awesome.
diving on your Deviant. I was looking at them all. Your Ghostbusters one is sick, where they're all like being tentacly absorbed by that one blue monster. That was so cool.
Yeah. Thank you. That's
You're welcome, man. I'm a huge Ghostbusters fan, as everyone on the chat knows. So I really appreciated that. And if we're going to talk Morbius and Leto, your Morbius with the test tube effect you did.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
That was so effing cool. That stopped me dead in my tracks. I haven't looked at another one since because I'm just still staring at that one.
Oh man, that's awesome. Thank you.
It gave me these old school it gave me an old school Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde vibe that I've never really connected with Morbius before. So was that something you did consciously or?
No, not really, but thank you for finding that in there. That's awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I kind of realized, I'm like, oh, a doctor trying to cure the weakest part of himself and he overcorrects. And I'm just kind of realizing is Morbius more a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde than I ever realized.
That's a good call. Hey, you're giving good ideas away for free.
Hey man, Kenny, you're allowed to use them in any of your books if you work for Marvel.
Oh, Marvel? So here's my pitch. It's Morbius, but it's kind of like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde vibe that I totally thought of my entire self.
As long as you make one of the characters, as long as his first victim is Ryan Michael, we're good. So
there you go. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks for chatting, guys. It was nice.
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Brandon Allred, what's up?
Let's see. Right now, currently I'm animating, so I'm working.
Nice.
This week I went and saw Scream 5, and it was both the third worst and third best Scream movie.
Wow.
Which is a glowing recommendation if there ever was one. Shows-wise, I'm pretty much just watching Peacemaker and then this old Nathan Fillion show called Castle.
I'm familiar with Castle.
Classic. Yep.
Yeah. Which last night I saw like the greatest episode ever because it was a comic book artist who got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And they ask what happened, and the mom is crying, and she's like, he was a normal little boy till he fell in love with art, and then it was all over. And I felt very called out. I do have a question, though, for Kenny.
Yeah.
/ also Ryan. When you do a spin-off series like this of something that wasn't your like original creation, is it like so working in animation, I know all the people in the industry tell all their friends what they're working on, even though it's not public info. And I know comics are kind of the same way. Is it like Donnie says, hey, I'm working on this badass story. And then you just like, oh, Donnie, I could do a 6 spinoff and come up with that. Or did they come to you like, hey, we want you to be the guy that helms this idea that we have? Like, how does that get birthed with a spinoff?
They came to us. So we already knew about Vanish. And that had already been announced and everything, so this was relatively newer. So they came to us and were like, hey, would you guys want to do a like fun prequel spin-off sort of thing? We're like, absolutely, that sounds so fun, because like I'd seen Ryan's artwork for it and everything and thought it looked dope. So the fact that we get to play in there was really fun. And really because they'd thought up so much of it, it feels like working on something from an established universe of somebody coming to you like, hey, I know you've read this thing. You're a fan of it. Would you like to add to this mythos? So I don't know about Riley, but yeah, absolutely. Immediately. I'm sure we had to talk Ryan Lee into it because like working with me is a little bit of a downgrade for him. So we had to get him. We had to like sweeten the deal with him a little bit. But
yeah, Kenny's absolutely right. Just kidding. No, it was. Yeah, they came to us obviously, and I don't know. It's just I'm excited to work. I like working with my friends. I would prefer to work with my friends as much as I can. You know, it's just nice to have a dialogue, and I like being really collaborative. So being able to throw ideas around with Kenny. I mean, we just talk to each other every day, anyways. So it's and we've been trying to work together on something for a while now.
Yeah.
So this was just a great opportunity to work with Kenny, and Ryan and Donnie are buddies, so it's awesome. It's really cool.
Hell yeah.
Ryan, do you find that talking over a broadcast like this as conducive to productivity as Stegman does, or is this distracting?
Oh no, it's not distracting at all. I mean, I would rather listen to people talking than probably anything else. That's why I miss being, just because of COVID and stuff, I miss being able to work in coffee shops sometimes. There's just something to like kind of being around people, but not engaging. That makes me sound antisocial or something. I like to be around people when I'm talking, So
nice.
I like it a lot, actually. I'm very comfortable with that. And it kind of, this podcast kind of reminds me of like the convention atmosphere that I don't, because I can draw, not everyone can, but I can draw and talk at the same time,
Mm-hmm.
Not when I'm, laying out pages and stuff, but if I'm just doing a sketch, and I kind of, I miss conventions. I miss being around people. So it kind of feels like that.
Pretty cool. we'll see. Hopefully, we can get more back in the swing when things are all nice and safe. Which we'll see.
Yeah.
Paul's got a question.
Gonna be...
Sup, boys? Any updates on the Discord channel? Yeah, sorry, brother. That's my bad. Soon. This weekend? I don't know how Discord works, and I hate it. But yes, it's coming. It's just about it's been just about ready to go for like 3 weeks now, and I just haven't put the finishing touches on it.
We're very intimidated by other platforms.
Look, I'm not on Discord, and so moderating a Discord for me is daunting. But
Ryan
I'm ready.
dropped one on us back in the day for the podcast, and we were like, "What the fuck is this?" We were like,
because we'd never been in it before, and Ryan was like, "Hey, I just started a Discord and I tweeted out the link, and now everybody's in there, and I don't know what to do." And I fucking hopped in there, and sure enough, I was like, first off, okay, so this is Discord, and then I was like, oh my god, it's a never-ending comment section, just like it's a never-ending chat stream, and everyone immediately was like, what is this? Like, where's the organization? Where are the threads? There's nothing here because Brian didn't set anything up. So then I was like, everyone just stay calm. And my phone is like going off like crazy.
Let's all talk shit about Ryan.
Yeah.
I can help if you want to.
Why did no one? Were you guys scared that the logo for Discord looks like Mickey Mouse's pants?
Just
because that's what I think of every single time I look at it.
Yeah, we were scared.
Oh my god, I can see it now.
Now that you say that, yeah.
Thank you, Abigail, for the offer. We'll reach out to you if we decide that we're too incapable, which is likely. So keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah,
appreciate it. Matt is in here saying, "What's up, fam? Happy Thursday, everyone." Hey, Matt. Glad to have you with us. Happy Thursday. Chris is pointing out it works like a chat room. I'm aware of this now, but at the moment when I got in there, I did not.
You can really organize it though. Like I have one for an animation school that has like it broken down by classes and weeks and assignments, and then within each one we'll have like criticisms and things.
I'm on it. It's organized. The KLC Press one is ready to go. I just have to reroute a couple of things so then all the chats aren't getting.
Griffin's on it.
I'm on it,
guys.
I'm on it,
Griffin's
and
got
also
this.
Tyler Jennis is also on it. He's helping us out with that because he's like, "Oh, where is he tonight?" Tyler, get in here.
I feel like Tyler understands the internet better than us.
certain aspects, for sure.
Yeah.
But we don't need to reveal our weaknesses professionally on live stream, Ethan. Steve, what up, homie?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not much, man. How have you been?
Can't complain. Good episode of Boba Fett yesterday.
Crazy episode of Boba Fett. I don't know if we're gonna get into it.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, it's kind of
maybe next week.
Maybe next week. You know, between last episode and this week, you know, poor Boba Fett. But also, Star Wars fans are eating good. But Boba Fett.
For sure.
Poor Boba Fett.
This isn't what I ordered, but it's delicious.
Yeah,
he's been a lot of standing around. So that's what. So if people were complaining about that, he's not like the Boba Fett we know. He is.
Yeah.
Amen. What you been besides Boba Fett? Anything you're reading, watching, listening to? Caught your eye?
I read the new crossover yesterday. That was good. Good twist at the end there. I like the accuracy on Donnie's tattoos.
Right? Yeah.
That's funny. Awesome. Jeff Shaw spent a lot of time on that, I could tell.
Yeah, I'm sure. I can totally see Donnie being like, "You gotta nail him, man. Like, here's the fucking full picture." That'd be pretty good. Yeah. And for those of you who haven't read Crossover 11, here's a nice little tease. There's a big reveal at the end of 11 leading into a crazy thing happening with 12. 12's got some supporting folks on the creative team. I don't know, a man named Robert Kirkman is in there somewhere for some reason.
Never heard of him.
Who's that?
I don't know, but Robert Kirkman, I guess, is helping Donnie out on the next issue of Crossover. What does that mean? I don't know. Go read Crossover 11. Jesus, stop asking. Sorry, Steve.
Why are you asking?
Crossover 11.
That's all good. And then Blade Runner Black Lotus. I have one episode left. I guess it hasn't technically aired yet. I think that's
How
pretty
is
good.
that? I wasn't sure about the animation.
I like the animation a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not usually too big into anime. But I guess that's considered anime, right? It's by Crunchyroll, so
sure.
Yeah, I like that, and then Arcane. I liked Arcane a lot too, so maybe I do like anime. I don't know.
Arcane's very good.
Got some stuff I'm gonna come over to real quick in the chat. Dakota is in the chat. Yo, I want to give a shout out to my friend Justice, who I met through the Steg Show. He's currently interviewing the one and only Charles Soule for his podcast Pod Wars. I've heard of Charles Soule. He's an okay dude.
I'm familiar with him.
Shout out to Justice. Glad that the Amazing Friends community could bring some folks together. Of course, as always, that's our favorite thing that happens here. So check out Pod Wars, folks. Thanks, Dakota. Hope you're doing good, brother. Scoot's back with another question for you, Ryan. As an artist, I always like hearing other artists' inspirations. Who are your art inspirations, Ryan Lee?
Well, I love Sam Keith. I think I've said this before.
Is that the guy that did the Eclipse cover?
I don't know. Did he?
Eclipso.
Yeah. I don't know. He did the Max.
Yes, it is. Yes.
He did the Max.
He did an Eclipso Joker that is one of the most haunting images of the Joker you will ever see.
Yeah, his stuff is wild. And he's very noodly. I love that stuff. I love all the Mobius and all the kind of clean line guys too. Those are probably like some of my biggest influences. I also I'm a huge fan of like Nathan Fox, Paul Pope. Yeah, I just love. I love all those guys. They're all great.
Hell yeah. There you go, Scoot. Scoot, you're in the comments. Get on the stream. What you doing? Oscar is in the chat. Hey guys, sorry I'm late. He says, so glad Donnie is giving opportunities to new talent for Crossover 12. And I agree. It's very generous for him to reach out to Robert Kirkman and say, do you want to help out on my Eisner-nominated book? That's probably super special for him.
I think that's a guy called Klaus Janson.
Oh, Klaus Janson is also, up and coming, talent that's gotten their hands on issue 12. Cool stuff. That's just who Donnie is. What can I say?
He's a charitable man.
Also, I wanted to point out, because I'm seeing in the corner of the screen here, Ryan Lee has the colored pages for Vanish there. And on Monday, we also dropped the first 8 colored and lettered pages of Vanish. So, like, the complete page there for your eyeballs to read. It's there with Sonia's amazing colors on it. It's fantastic. So if you haven't seen them already, you can head over to klcpress.com to check them out. Get your first little taste of Vanish issue number 1. It'll be pretty good. Yes, Kenny, exactly.
Just a taste.
Just a taste. A little something in the cookie jar there.
Is there any word on, I think at one point you guys said Panels was working on something with Substack to make like a reader?
That is what they say.
We've heard very little, and what we have seen from it has not been great. So we're not sure just yet.
So stay tuned.
Gotcha. Stay tuned.
Scoot is in the middle of something art-wise. He's going to try and stay focused, so just listening for now. That's fine, Scoot. I'm just giving you shit. Happy you're here with us in the chat, though, sir. When do I get to hold Vanish in my hands? Chris Crisis 81 is asking. Listen, that
you can
is a
hold it in your hands
question.
Right now if you have an iPad.
That's a logistical question for Mr. John J. Hill to answer for you. And so we are not obliged to say anything when it comes to that. But I don't know, maybe this summer. Spring? I don't know. Anything. And of course, Elisha's here. Hello, friend. I'm so glad to see you again with us. You were absent last week and maybe the week before. I have no concept of time, but it's good to have you back. Of course, anything you want, throw it in the chat, and I'll get it on here. I got 2 folks that want to get in. So Abigail, Ryan, Brandon. I'm gonna ask some of you guys maybe to step out so I can get Rob and Dom in the chat here.
You can kick me out. I gotta work.
Okay, Brandon. We'll see you soon. Thanks for being here tonight, sir. Did you have anything else for Ryan or Kenny before you go? Great.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, man.
Thank you.
We'll see you soon. Ryan, Michael, anything for the boys?
If it will let me, can I try and share that image of Batman? Or Joker, rather.
Yeah.
The same.
I don't know if it will. If you can get it on your screen, I can put you up.
I said share, so I don't know if you see it in the studio or not.
Let's see here.
Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh, there you are. Yeah. Here, let me get you in there. Batman.
Oh yeah, that is some
pretty good.
Some prime Sam.
So yeah, when I saw that as a kid, and I wasn't even collecting Batman at the time, and I was like, Dad, I'm not leaving the comic book shop without that. So
awesome. That's really cool. Thanks for the share.
You got it, dude. All right.
Thanks, guys. Has comically giant teeth.
Elisha's out.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Come back soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Later, guys.
Bye. Oh my god. Oh my god. Abigail.
I like being
I guess
in the big picture. Let's just keep it like this.
Look at you. I like it.
Listen, Abigail, I guess you feel free to hang around longer if you'd like. I'm sorry, the other folks, I just told you to get the fuck out. But now I did not know I was going to leave too. So many folks were down to leave. Of course, if you're still watching, you're welcome to come back at some point in a minute here. But I'm going to get Rob. Thank you for your patience, brother. Dom, welcome.
Hey.
What's up, folks? Welcome to the show once again. Glad to see you. Rob, what you been up to, man?
Working. This is kind of a busy time of the year. I work in I work in the newspaper industry. So
okay.
Yeah, things are just kind of picking up.
There's not much going on in the news these days, I hear.
No, nothing. That's
nothing.
I work in marketing, so there's always something going on.
There's always there's always news. There's always something.
It's nice because I work from home. I got a TV behind me, and I stop. I read my books. I don't know if I've shown you guys this before, but I found an old cabinet from a business.
Nice.
And
it holds
all my boxes in there, and so
like
very
that's
cool.
A great setup. Great.
So it is, and then there's a whole couple shelves, and then I've got all my graded books and graphic novels and everything else over here. I kicked one of my kids out of their room during the pandemic and turned it into an office. So
nice.
Yeah, that's I think that's the easiest way. So, and then I like to switch up the art behind me all the time.
Yeah. What do you got up there right now? I saw the Wolverine piece in the Gameverse, Spider-Man.
So the Spider-Man in the middle is kind of special because I'm a big Clayton Crane art fan.
Yeah.
And I was having a conversation with him about that particular piece, and apparently that's like one of his favorite pieces that he's ever drawn, because when he was drawing it, he didn't want to do it as much as like Todd McFarlane, right? But it looks very McFarlane-ish. And he was telling me that he actually approached Todd McFarlane about it, and McFarlane was like, for me as an artist, nothing compliments more, right, than like when people kind of do their art the same way as me. Like, you shouldn't care what other people think if it looks like my art, like, because it's not. And so he actually keeps that version of Spider-Man, that particular piece, the original art behind him when he's drawing a lot of times. That's just inspiration to remember to like not give a shit what anyone else thinks about, and just to keep drawing. And then the other one's like a cool piece by him too. It's the Hulk. It's like an homage to the Hulk Wolverine cover.
Sure. Yeah.
And then the Wolverine behind that, I don't know if you could see that one. A friend of mine, Austin Ott, takes like covers and he will do like remarks over the whole thing. And this was actually a print of a remark that he did, and he did a remark over the print of the remark of Wolverine on the Lethal Protector thing. So
Nice.
that's actually an original piece of art that he did.
It's like comic book art Inception there.
Yeah, it's like comic book art over comic book art over comic book art. So
yeah.
It's like one of those weird mirrors that you look when there's like hundreds of mirrors beyond it, right? But yeah, Austin's a good follow on Facebook and Instagram and all that fun stuff. So he's a nice little artist there.
Man.
What else am I up to? Nothing.
Watching, reading, listening to anything?
I all the shows that everyone else is talking about. I've got a pile. Sorry, as I reach off screen, I got a pile of books I need to catch up on.
Yeah, that looks like a big stack.
From the last couple of weeks, I think I just finished. Of course, Crossover. I was like reading it in the store because I didn't want to find out any spoilers. I hate spoilers.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. That was it is exciting, and everyone else has talked about that enough. The one that I'm really liking right now, and you guys are going to hate me for this, is Newburn. By that guy Chip Zdarsky.
That criminal Chip Zdarsky.
Yeah. It's a really good. I like the story on that, right? And then House of Slaughter is another one.
Sure.
But the Newburn story is just really good. I like it. It's like it kind of reminds me of almost like an old like Rockford Files.
Exactly. Yeah.
There's nothing superheroish about anything. It's just like a dude. Doing dude stuff, and I dig that a lot.
Just guys being dudes.
Just a couple of dudes being guys.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just the old kid of me having read comic books since 1986 or whatever. So
yeah,
my original favorite was the Punisher, and he's obviously not a superhero. He's just kind of a badass. And so I guess I have an affinity for badasses with no powers.
Nice. Well, don't we all?
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah, man. As always, great to have you here. Anything you got for Kenny or Ryan about Golden War?
I'm actually just learning about it all. Quite frankly, I'm reading all the KLC Press stuff. You guys put it out and just looking at it. So I'm trying to. I think it's a story that'll interest me. I'm just kind of looking forward to seeing what it's all about when it's done. I'm digging the art, so
hell yeah.
I don't mean that in like an offensive way or anything. It's not like a normal sort of, I guess, storyline that I would normally read. But I read all those pages you guys released the other day, and I was like, I think I kind of dig this.
Listen, man, we've we were all privy to the plans for the book and the rest of issue 1 in its entirety and everything, and you guys are gonna love Vanish. If you guys are fans of Ryan and Donnie's stuff, generally, you're gonna freak over Vanish because, as they've been saying, like it's them off the hook, off the chain. They get to do anything that they want, and they're doing some crazy, awesome shit in it. And yeah, we just saw the full colors for the book, and they're insane. And the book looks fantastic.
It looks awesome. Is it all hand drawn, or is there like some stuff done on iPad kind of art? Because like some of that stuff like pops out almost like a like airbrush, right? Like iPad art. But that's
Sonia's colors that are given that offer, because Stegman does everything traditional. I'm sure he did everything traditional for that. What Sonia's methods are, I'm not 100% on. She might be. I'm sure she's doing some digital stuff there. So we'll hopefully be able to get her for either another post or a podcast episode where she can talk about that a little bit more, because I myself am also curious as to what her approach is. It's crazy, right? That's exactly what I told Ryan.
It is. Like I actually was looking at it on my phone, and I got up and went and looked at it on my actual computer so I could see it on a bigger screen, because I don't really read books digitally. I like the smell of comics. Like that's literally why I read comics, is because I like the smell as opposed to.
No, I feel you.
But I was looking at scrolling through this. I was like, holy shit! Like that's some the colors are just so vibrant, right? It's like looking at a tattoo the day it's done. So
totally. Yeah.
I think the last time Ryan and Sonia worked together was during Renew Your Vows.
Yeah. Yep. So you can see more of her stuff over Ryan's pencils from a few years ago on that title. Ryan did some writing for that, and he did a lot of that with Jerry Conway. So that's a great title. If you guys haven't read it already, it's an out of continuity. Spider-Man Renew Your Vows. It's out of continuity. Pete and MJ have a kid, and they got their little spider family. It's adorable. And I loved it. So highly recommend. Got a few things from the chat here. Klaus is back. He said, sorry to drop out. All of a sudden, the internet in Belgium is shitting at times, and the drunk wife arrived. Well, hope you're driving safe, man. I hope everything's good. And he's wondering, did we see the announcement of D-Dub's new DC project? Which, no, actually, I missed it. Of course, Kenny and Ryan, you do. Tell us about it. What's he doing? I missed it.
He, along with Juan Gideon, they're doing a book called Jurassic League, which is the Justice League all as dinosaurs.
Oh, yes. I did see that. I didn't realize that was D-Dub. That's hilarious.
I'm in.
I've seen them. They're great. They're like did you ever have like Street Sharks or like Extreme Dinos growing up? Like they look like the Justice League versions of those. Like they're dope.
I'm on board. We need to get Dan in the chat so he can talk about it. But Dan, every time he joins the StreamYards here, he's like an hour like delay on all the audio. It's tragic. Jose Ramos is wondering, anybody reading Scumbag? Good shit. Anyone in the chat on Scumbag?
I read the first couple issues. I haven't finished the first trade yet, though.
Same, I read the first couple.
Sweet.
I am not, and I liked it.
Every time I see the covers, I'm always like, ugh, cool. And then I am poor, so I can't buy a billion comic books, unfortunately. Oscar's on board for Jurassic League. Yes, dinosaurs rule. Name is clever. I agree, Oscar. Cameron Hamilton, is there a release date for Vanish yet? I got to make sure I have it in my poll. You'll hear about it. We're several months away still, but it is coming. And if you want to read it first, before you pull it on in shops, klcpress.com is going to have it first and foremost. So if you can't wait to read Vanish till it's in shops, which I can't, head over to klcpress.com and subscribe if you have not already. Jarrett is back. Griff and Ethan, where are your comic projects? I want them. Ethan, I don't think we have anything to say.
I got nothing to say.
I don't think anything exciting has happened in the past couple of weeks.
I don't think so. Do you want to make a comic book at some point?
I would love to make a comic book at some point. If only we could find somebody to publish it. That's what I say. Tough.
All right. Well, we'll work on it.
Cool.
We'll work on it.
We're working on it, folks. I don't know. Stay tuned. Listen, we were talking, there was speculation about if 2022 is the year of the Supple Boys. And, we decoded the message and it confirms the best. It is the year of the Supple
Boys. That's fucking right.
Somehow the Supple Boys have returned. And it's gonna be cool.
Soon.
Stay tuned.
We got stuff coming.
I'd say if you guys need a storyline, my 6-year-old daughter has a really good idea for a comic book. So
are we gonna have to pay her for those rights though, or is she working pro bono?
Yeah, her name is Rob. You can just write the checks to me.
Sure.
I'll set her. I'd say she's gonna get a college fund, but she'll probably end up with a full ride scholarship to MIT. So
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Dom.
Hey,
what up, homie? Good to see you again. What you been up to? You're popping in for brief moments on all the other streams. I feel like we haven't really had a solid chance to catch up.
Yeah, I mean, I've been drawing like a ton,
Hell yeah. You got anything you can share with us?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Were you about to say your grades have gone to shit because of it?
Yeah,
that's the way to do it.
The quarter's ending soon, so I have a ton of math homework and stuff I got to do. But I'm too busy drawing like
Oh, hell yeah, man. Oh, that looks
sweet.
fantastic.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, nice.
That's a great pose. Nice.
That's really good.
This is like
Nice
when I did. I've just been doing a lot of
figure work, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's really
a lot of figure
nice.
work. Thank you.
Good job.
That means a lot.
Really,
Thank you.
Really good stuff,
Yeah.
man. That's sweet. Hey, how's that Iron Spider helmet?
That? Oh wait. Wait.
Yeah. There you
That
go.
one. Yeah, that one's awesome. You want me to put it on?
Fuck yeah.
Okay, I got it.
Eyes move?
If anybody says no, they should be kicked off the stream.
Yeah, man, I want to see that shit. I've seen it advertised a bunch. I want to see it in action.
Oh, put it on and then put your headset through it.
Wow, that's
Not
impressive.
really here, but
I want it. I want it. That's pretty dope. He's gonna fix the luscious hair. That's awesome.
yeah,
I want one.
My dad got it for like $100, and then the next thing you know, it's on like sale for $40. So,
Shit. All right.
okay.
Well, hey, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
You got it. So that's pretty sweet. That's like it's like one of those Hasbro like pulse things, right?
Yeah, it I'm pretty sure it lights up. Oh yeah, here's the button.
Nice.
Yeah, sweet.
Nice.
And then it also goes red. Which is pretty
instant kill.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's dope. I've always the Iron Spider design is one of my favorite like live action Spider-Man suit designs. I don't know. I love it because it's so Ben Reilly with the big spider, and that always fucking gets me. So yeah, that's good.
Are you
shit.
a fan of the Ben Reilly Spider-Man outfit?
I love it. Yeah, it's
same here.
It's like top 5 for sure. Like obviously the original costume is it's perfect, and it's hard to really put anything else above it. But if you were gonna reimagine it, I don't know. Who did the design on that? Is that Bags?
I know a lot of the stuff that I read when I was a kid. I don't think I know like the miniseries that I had random issues of was Mike Zeck, but it definitely he didn't design it. So because that was later.
You know what's weird is for me that suit belongs more to Spider Girl. Isn't that weird? I think of that that design I associate more with Mayday. Yeah.
Yeah, in MC2, Mayday got it as a gift from I think Peter, who
something like that.
He's like, I definitely didn't kill a clone
to get this.
Steal this intellectual property.
It's such a good redesign though. Like it's like let's just kind of add a couple little tweaks there to freshen it up without going too far in any direction. So I love it. That and the black suit are like, just best alt Spidey outfits for me. And Spider-Man Unlimited, of course.
The cartoon?
You're goddamn
the little
right.
web cape.
Web cape. I love it. It's nanotech. Dom, anything you've been watching or reading? Get to the fucking monkey world.
I mean, I've been watching like interviews of creators when I draw, but that's about it. Like,
nice.
I mean, I watched Boba Fett, but that's about it.
That theme goes so fucking hard. Like Ludwig never misses. He never misses.
The Luke. Oh, wait. The new theme that he made in the show is pretty cool.
It's pretty cool. We're gonna keep going on that.
Yeah.
That said, him and Gambino are always working together. So if they finally get around to making this Lando show, like I will be pissed if he's not involved. Like, are you kidding me? The whole score for that show just got their sort of vibes that they do when they work together all over it. That'd be so good. Scoot, love Mayday Parker. Ron Friends' art is so classic. Agreed. That's some good shit in there. Brandon already. The Unlimited Suit is the best underrated show. Get to the fucking monkey world already, Spider-Man. Jesus.
Get to the monkey world, Spider-Man.
Such a strange piece of spider history there, but yes, Ethan and I have a soft spot for it as well.
We love
it. Hey, this is looking pretty good, Ryan Lee.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. It's coming along.
I think now is a pretty good time to segue, Kenny, I think, into some other exciting news that you've had come out recently, because we wanted to get you on a podcast to talk about it.
Whoa, what was that?
Yeah. I don't know. It was so fast.
It was so fast. You couldn't tell. But
oh my God.
We had a super awesome news drop. You were teasing Ethan and I with it for a few months, and we were like, yes. We were like the sickos meme, just staring out the window, waiting for it, just like, yes. Yes. Kenny, you are working on the Flash miniseries. Flash, Fastest Man Alive.
Yep.
And it is a prelude, a tie-in to the upcoming. How do you say his last name? You may know more than me. Andy Muschietti.
I've heard it said. I haven't heard him say it. So
okay,
I've heard Muschietti or Muschietti. I've heard a lot of different things, but you might know he did the It films,
correct,
reboots and stuff, and now he's filming the new Flash film. And this story, The Fastest Man Alive, is a prequel series set like, I don't know the exact timeline. It's like 3 or 4 years before that movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it just follows some of the adventures of this Barry Allen as he learns to like master his powers and everything, in like big bombastic, like huge thick one shots that are like 38 pages.
Hell yeah,
for,
man.
For like action and for him to like learn new stuff about his powers. So it was really fun to write. And it was another thing where even though it's like tied and coming up with the movie, I got to pitch what I wanted to do story wise, and they were basically just like, "Yes, go do that. Like that sounds dope."
Hell yeah, man!
That was super
That's
fun.
Such a crazy assignment. I was so excited to hear that you were working on it.
Yeah, it was really fun. And writing Flash stuff is so much fun because you can just with speedster stuff in general. There's so many things you can do layout wise. Or like creatively that you couldn't do with other characters, you can do with the Flash. So it was a lot of fun, and there's like a murderer's row of artists on it. So
who's joining you on the project?
On the first one, it's Ricardo Lopez Ortiz, and then on the second one, it's Juan Ferreira, and then the third one, Jason Howard, who's a friend of mine. So that's awesome that I get to work with him on it. And I've seen some of the stuff come in for layouts for the first couple, and that like I was laughing maniacally because I was like, "Oh, that!" I didn't know what if I wrote that if it was going to work, and they made it work tenfold, like better than I thought it would. So I made sure like I wanted to put as much creative energy into it as possible to give people like a fun. If this is the first time they've picked up like a Flash series or eventually like a trade. You can give them some good, like, classic Flash moments and really good bombastic stuff.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm going to drop this art right here real fast.
That was the promo. That was the...
Oh, cool.
That was the promo. That was the promo cover by Max Fumiera.
Hell yeah. Now, a couple of things here. First off, I can't, like, move the art around on the screen.
That's fine.
Like, it has to just go over your
I'm
face.
limber. I can do a little bit of a lean.
Flash is looking great. There's someone above him, Kenny. There's someone up in the skies here.
Bat adjacent type man.
Bat adjacent man.
He may have some sort of bat radar.
It's on his belt.
Unknown at this point.
So
isn't that character that Rosenberg was pitching on Twitter yesterday?
It was actually.
Yeah, he was pitching something about.
Amazing that he's already here. Well, Kenny, so you're writing Barry Allen, fantastic. You're also maybe going to get to write a little Batman, it seems.
Yes, Batman is. It's confirmed in release that Batman is in the first major story.
Awesome. Fantastic. Yeah. Now, of course, this is a tie into the films, the DCEU. So, are you writing Ben Affleck's Batman?
No comment.
This version of the Flash is so interesting because I was sort of indifferent during the original cut of the movie about him, but then after the Snyder cut came out, I really liked that version of the Flash, and I'm really excited to see more of him. And so it was really cool to see that not only are we getting a movie of his, obviously, but we're getting expanded material having to do with him because he's so different than Barry Allen's that we're used to, and I think it's really interesting. I want to learn more about.
I thought it was really fun when he met the TV version.
Yeah,
how Crisis on Infinite Earth thing. I thought that was great. that.
How has that at all influenced how you're writing him? Like, have you sort of like gone back to, we just got the Snyder Cut, of course, this time. Christ, was it last year or 2 years ago now? I actually don't remember anymore.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but at some point. So when the Snyder Cut came out and everything, we got a far more sort of fleshed out take on Ezra Miller's Flash. Like, has that been kind of informing your writing here at all? Or
yeah, I watched all of the scenes with him to make sure, from everything that he's been in, just to make sure that I could get the voice down and everything. Right. Since the way he talks is a little bit is different than some other versions of Barry Allen that we've had. Like, obviously way different than some of the traditional comic stuff, way different than the TV version. So I wanted to make sure that I had a good ear for like the cadence of the way he talked and stuff, so that it felt natural when I was having him like talk really fast or like get really excited about getting excited about a new piece of technology or like learning a new power or something. Like, I wanted to make sure it sounded like him and that it fit.
Hell yeah, man. I mean,
this slow motion food stuff.
Oh,
what was that? Slow motion food stuff?
Yeah.
Not that I remember writing, but there is food, definitely. Like, float him. Man, he's got to eat. That'd be, honestly, like, the speedster stuff is probably the best power, because not only do you get to move your molecules to like manipulate stuff, go super fast, you get to eat as much as you want and burn it all off. So like, who doesn't want that?
And because of the title, so like each issue at the very end, do we get a race against a different superhero?
No. He turns to the camera and he goes, "Truly, I am the fastest man alive."
That's better. Yeah, that's better.
Person to race against every single time.
Can you say whether or not if he can keep a date?
No, I can't say that. You mean like if he's on time for stuff?
Fastest man alive. That means he can't keep a date.
Oh, okay. No, we'll find out.
Is every character in the story like we could possibly see them in the movie, or are some characters just like we're not going to see them in the big screen and it'll only be in this series? If that makes any sense.
That I can't say. I will say I wrote this more just focusing on it as a comic.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't. So I'll just like on Front Street. I don't know what happens in the movie. I basically was like, "Can I do this?" And they're like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Okay, well then I guess that does not affect anything." Like that. So the only thing that they were really into was like to make sure that the voice of the character and everything was right. And that I didn't tread on anything they wanted to do. So again, that was awesome for the creative freedom. So I don't know what happens in the movie, but I know in the comic I went like balls to the wall, fun and crazy, and they're like, "You do like go big, man. Like have fun with it."
Do you get to go to the premiere?
Not that I know of, but I won't say no if I open the mailbox. There's a little there's a little envelope in there.
That's super exciting. When the opportunity came about and you had something that you wanted to pitch, what was sort of your first inclination of like what you wanted to bring to that character? Was there something that like popped out to you where you were like, "Oh, this is the most exciting thing about writing this version of the Flash"?
Yeah, so that's a great question. So I think it's because based on where we left him at the end of Justice League, whichever version, he's still new to this. And so I saw it really, when I was pitching it, like in terms of tone, I was like, I want to kind of go for like a shonen battle manga sort of thing of like, he's got these new powers. He needs to learn how to do them. Like there's really good opportunities here for him to try and fail and go up against stuff that he's not ready for and to grow. And like I said, like it's a really good opportunity to give people who, I know the Flash TV show is huge, but there's still people who haven't watched it. There's people who've never read that character before. Like thinking of the old Stan Lee thing, like everybody's comic is their first comic. I was like, I want to make something that whether you're an old fan of the Flash, you want to like feel what it was like again, because it's always fun to go back to like when they're not as skilled and stuff and they're learning things, or if it's somebody who's a new leader, being able to come in and having like a great introductory trade that just like, here's like a good solid like Flash story that shows you like what this character is about, what they can do, what makes them special. And that was my approach when I pitched it about what I wanted to do with it.
Absolutely. Here's another question you can answer. Brendan Allred wants to know, do you get to use Keaton Batman in your series? Lips are sealed, Brandon. Lips are sealed. Ryan Michael applauds Abigail for the edgy humor that no one was ready for.
Yeah, she got me.
Wasn't that joke from... Didn't they make that joke in the Justice League animated series?
Yeah, that's where the joke is.
Yeah. Who was that? Was that Wonder Woman?
Hawk Girl.
Hawk Girl, that's right. Yeah. I love that. Ryan, are we giving this one away? Are we raffling this off to a lucky viewer?
Yeah, I believe we are. Yes.
That's very exciting. If anybody, this is the last call for anybody that hasn't jumped into the comments on klcpress.com, dropping some chains into those comments, because that is how you enter to win this sketch, and we are about to do the drawing. So anybody that hasn't entered for the chance to win Battle Rocket, jump in there, because we're about to draw. It's going to be very exciting. We recently just had Abigail here on the call with us win a sketch, so it could be literally anybody as long as you're subscribed to KLC Press. So jump in there and we'll draw that real soon. Hi Griffin, he's back from peeing.
I'm back from peeing.
Welcome.
You look great.
Thanks. I'm feeling refreshed.
You never look better.
I'm feeling refreshed and relieved, if I do say so myself. Hey, old school players dropping chains in the chat. Good to see you in there, sir. He made it, looks like, for the tail end here. Or you just went stalking, just been in the background quietly. Ethan, do you have a winner for the Battle Rocket ready?
No, I was saying I was given one last chance to jump into those comments because I'm about to draw it.
Last chance for chains. Drop them in there
for chains.
Just a quick question for Ryan. Do you think you're gonna do any like art tutorials and stuff, since now you're part of the KLC crew and stuff?
Oh, sure. I'd be up for it.
Cool. We'll get Ryan to do some art tutorials. Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd love to. That'd be great.
I'll also do some art tutorials. I can show you how not to draw things.
That's really exciting.
That's important. That is important.
It's true. It's true. You got to have both ends of the spectrum. Anyway, so the groundhog died. That's weird.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Punxsutawney Phil?
Yeah, he died.
Oh, fuck.
Like 3 days before he was supposed to see a shadow. Or something.
Oh, wow. No.
He saw the ultimate shadow.
That's true.
Yeah, shadow.
I don't know what that says for the rest of it.
I was going to say, I don't know if bodes poorly, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, I had a whole load of snow dumped in my backyard last night, so...
Yeah, Kenny and I are feeling it a little bit too.
I was shoveling. I had to shovel 3 times yesterday. I got like well over 8 inches of snow here yesterday. So.
Jeez.
Ryan, I can't remember. You're closer to like the center of the state, correct?
I live in northwestern Michigan.
Okay. So you're above us. Okay. How is the snow there?
Well, we've had snow, and we actually didn't get hit with what you guys are dealing with somehow. I don't know how or why that happened, but we didn't get it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm in Colorado, so that was we've had snow on the ground here for the last month, all of January for the most part.
Yeah, same here.
We I think we really started getting rocked right at the start of the year. 7 heads, 10 crowns. Hey, Kenny Porter, if you don't mind me asking, who's your favorite Flash?
I don't mind you asking at all. 7 heads, 10 crowns. So when I was growing up, Barry Allen was dead. So Wally West, like I love Barry Allen, but like if I had to like who's my Flash like that I feel more connected to, just in terms of like my childhood, it would be Wally, because like Wally was the Flash at that time.
Mm-hmm.
He was a Flash on Justice League Unlimited. I was super stoked when Jeff Johns brought Barry Allen back. And I got to read that as it was coming out, because same with Hal Jordan, because like growing up, my Green Lantern was Kyle Rayner.
Mm-hmm.
And then more so Jon Stewart because of the cartoon show. I remember when the Green Lantern movie came out, and people were just like, why isn't it Jon Stewart? Like they didn't understand. So I would have felt like if they would have done a Flash thing back then, they'd be like, why isn't it Wally West? Like that's who my Flash is. So yeah, I spent more time with Wally. I love Barry Allen and stuff as a character. I think what I love about Wally and Barry is like they're obviously like two way different personalities. It isn't like they just, palette swapped and put a different person in the suit. Like they are clearly more distinguishable between each other. So Wally's my favorite just because of the nostalgia I have. Just like the first Spider-Man issue, like going back to what we were talking about, the first Spider-Man issue about my own money was a Ben Reilly Spider-Man. So when I opened that, I was like, "Why is Peter Parker blonde?"
Because he's going through an identity crisis after a pandemic, Kenny.
That's right. Yeah, it's like so. Just when the time I was able to buy my own comics, like Scattershot as a little kid, because I didn't have a ton of money, I was just like, I was very confused because there was no internet to look it up. I think I asked my mom. My mom was like, "I don't know what you mean." Yeah.
Our good buddy Reggie from Reggie Collects Comics is in the chat saying that he just read The Return of Barry Allen, and it was fantastic to see Wally West come into his own as a Flash, and that he did a video on The Return of Barry Allen recently, so you can go check that out.
Watch that.
A couple other things here in the chat. Reaper's Comics then is letting me know that their name is also Griffin, which is fucking bizarre, as they're saying don't see many of us in the wild. And that is true, especially with the I-N spelling, apparently, as every single person will spell it with an E-N the first time they meet me, which is fucking ridiculous.
Uncommon? That's my cousin's name.
Really? Yeah, dude, no, I have met like two my whole life, maybe.
That's insane. People always spell Ethan wrong. I just got some mail that said ETHON, and I've seen literally every possible misspelling. Like my favorite was when a school wrote my name as EATHIN, so like really close to wheat thin.
Holy shit.
That's awesome. One of my longtime favorites.
All right. Your new name is Ethan.
Ethan.
So take no responsibility for all of his responsibilities. Hey, that's fine, man. I carry the load. 7 Heads, 10 Crowns is saying that they got 26 inches on Saturday in Rhode Island.
Oh,
Jesus.
my Lord.
Oh. Sorry,
what
man.
What state is Rhode Island in?
Rhode Island, I believe. Reggie says, so much respect for folks that can wave a hand across the paper and make magic happen. I agree. And Ryan Lee is one of those wizards. Crazy.
Look at that flourish.
Did you see that?
Vegas.
I learned that from Vanna White.
Jarrett's wondering how other Griffin says subsequent. Maybe it is a Griffin thing. Who knows?
Subsequent.
Vince is saying that his son's name is Griffin. Great. I'm glad you named him after me. That's very sweet of you. And Reggie says, quit that state. That's crazy. In reference, of course, to the amount of snow. Agreed. Get out of there, man. Jesus. I think about leaving Michigan all the fucking time. All the time. And Ethan, of course, was in Alaska, so he knows.
Oh, yeah. I'm sick of that shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god, everybody.
I think we have an art winner here. Just double checking.
We have an art winner.
That this is a real human being. We really appreciate how many people enter these drawings as well. People pile into these comment sections, and show a lot of excitement. And people were very determined to win this battle rocket, but only one can walk away.
Oh, that got darker than I expected.
Yeah.
250 people enter, one leaves.
Oh no.
You guys
What's the matter?
hear
What's the
me?
matter?
Maybe
Oh,
I'm
right.
at the Lion King play right now.
Oh wow.
These dweebs with me.
Hi, fam.
Hey, Stegman boys. Aaron.
Hi.
Hello. I can
hear
just
you, that's for
smell the COVID.
But I wanted to come by and say hi as the fart master. So.
Oh, yeah.
Did your sons choose that screen name?
Oh, just my fans.
Oh. Hello. Oliver. Harry. guys.
Bye.
cool
Thanks for coming.
Bye.
It would have been cool if he turned the phone around and just showed us the whole Lion King.
If we all got to
Yeah.
watch the Lion King together.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick.
It's a weird place to do a CGC signing at.
I agree. Isn't that weird?
But hey, I'm not judging. It's fine.
Reggie's also from Michigan. I did not know that.
Where at?
Reggie, I did not know. Yeah, tell us your exact
Where
address.
you at, Reggie?
Yeah. Tell
Give
us your
your
address.
GPS coordinates.
Cameron
Drop a pin.
Cameron's moving back to Michigan from LA. At least I'm waiting till all the snow dumping is done for the year. Good call, but also why bother? Why bother coming back? Reggie's from
Detroit.
The 313. What up, man? That's awesome. We all got to get together sometime. Intermission time for them, says Hyra CT. I know you're trying to give it away, Ethan. Let me do my fucking job.
We got a winner.
Okay, yes.
Okay,
yes.
can I get everybody to do a drum roll, please, for the winner? The winner of the Battle Rocket sketch is Bookard, our subscriber, Bookard. Thank you for
Good job,
entering.
Bookard.
Thank you for winning.
right.
Good job, Bookard. Congratulations. I'm jealous. I want this for myself.
Congrats.
Ryan Lee will now personally walk to your house with this under his
That's right.
arm.
I'm
So
gonna
again,
start.
if you could drop your GPS coordinates, Bookard, we will bring you this sketch. We all have to be really transparent here at KLC Press. So we share addresses. This is awesome. I'm glad that you were able to stop by and raffle one up. I really enjoy raffling off other people's art. If when Ryan will at the end of a stream be like, "Do you want to give that away?" And then the artist is like, "Fuck, all right, I guess." I don't...
Sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We'll get it.
Absolutely.
All right, guys, I gotta jump off, man. I gotta go pick up
Hey,
tacos.
Have a
All
great
right, thanks
night,
for
Rob.
joining.
Enjoy
All
the tacos.
Take care. Thank you.
We are wrapping
You
the
guys have a
stream
great
up.
day.
Thanks, man. We'll see you soon.
Starn says, "Fine, I'll just draw my own battle rocket."
Fine. I'll do
There you
it
go.
myself.
That's the spirit.
Chris, which by the way, I believe this is like the first time I'm seeing your name in the chat, is wondering how did we enter to win? Well, if you check the little thing scrolling at the bottom of the screen here, you would know that as a subscriber to KLC Press, you can go and comment on a specific post every week when we do the live streams. There's a post that goes out announcing the live stream,
And it says, "Win a free sketch."
And in the comments of that live stream, you just drop some chains in the chat or why you're looking forward to winning it. Just drop it in the comments, and that is how you enter to win the sketch. So the main drawings will always go to someone in one of our paid tiers. We have several at various price points, so you feel free to subscribe to whichever one best suits what you're looking for. The main sketch always goes to a paid sub, but it's not uncommon for Mr. Stegman to do some speed sketches afterward that go to anybody, or to give out some subscription comps or signed comics. So you can go ahead and subscribe to klcpress.com for more information on that. So then hopefully next time you can get your name in there, and we can get you a sweet sketch. As for some of my other sketch winners that might be watching, I have to do them all in like bulk because I can only get over to Ryan's house on the other side of the state so often these days because of the weather, and I have a giant crack in my windshield, so I'm trying not to drive too much. It showed up
saying that because he steers with his butt. So
it shows up. It showed up very suddenly and increased in size, also very suddenly as I was driving. So now I am scared to drive my car.
If you guys could drop some super chats in to
get a new car,
to get me a chain, and to replace Griffin's windshield in that order, that would be wonderful. Thank you,
Steve. So here, Steven might be wondering if you've won one of the sketches. Is there anything we needed to do after winning the sketch? No, we have your email because you're subscribed to klcpress.com. We will reach out to you guys when we are ready for your shipping information. So if anyone's wondering, we get emails from John Hill all the time with you guys saying, like, what am I supposed to do? Answer is nothing. We'll come to you. And we thank you very much for your patience in getting the pieces out to you guys.
Absolutely.
So thank you on that. Christopher Brooks, real quick before we are heading out. Fantastic work, Ryan Lee. Can't wait to see Vanish the Golden War by you and Mr. Porter. I know
Thank
it'll be
you.
dope.
Thanks,
It
man.
will be dope.
It will be dope. But hey, I think we're ready to wind down for the evening. Does anybody in the chat on screen here have anything for Mr. Kenny Porter or Ryan Lee before we end it for the night?
Are you guys gonna come back like when Ryan and Donnie are here, or mostly Ryan?
Like, yeah. I mean, he sends me the link every week to be like, "Come jump on." I just can't sometimes.
Yeah, same. So we'll definitely be back.
Certainly, as more and more stuff comes out from Golden War, I'm sure you guys will be back. And we'll be doing a bunch of stuff with you guys. So,
but you're also allowed to just come back and hang out if you
want. We can do that. Well,
this is a give a mouse a cookies situation. You just open that door, and that's probably not a good thing.
Anybody else? Chat, on-screen chat, regular chat. Great.
I think no one has anything.
Wonderful show, everybody. Cool. Glad to have you all here for us tonight. I'll give my spiel real quick. Subscribe to klcpress.com if you have not already. Are you enjoying what's happening on screen? Yes, go subscribe to KLC Press. Do you like Ryan Stegman and Donnie Cates stuff? Yes, go subscribe to KLC Press. Do you like comic books in general? You should probably subscribe to klcpress.com so you can also be the first to hear about not just Vanish, the main title, but Vanish the Golden War as well. As soon as we got stuff to show you guys, we're going to be showing it to you. And we can't wait to show you more. Ryan Michael's wondering if you have one last Golden War tease or fact. Maybe one last little thing to leave the folks off with, Kenny and Ryan?
Kenny, hit it.
All right. I'm trying to think of something that would be a fun teaser fact. That,
is the Golden Army in the Golden War?
No comment. The inciting incident is a fun piece of magic history.
Okay.
Yeah. Without saying.
All right.
Scoot, can't wait to read you guys
Very
stuff.
exciting.
Cool to have you guys on. Yep. I agree. One last look at the battle rocket here.
Congrats, so good. Kenny, Ryan, thank you so much for being here. It's been great to talk to you. Really,
no problem. It's been
enjoyed
fun.
having you on again.
Thank you.
Mind if I do some shameless plugs real quick?
Yes.
Please.
All right.
Spotlight real quick. Kenny Porter, anything you want to plug?
Obviously, if you want to read Vanish the Golden War, you got to subscribe. So subscribe to KLC Press.
Yes.
Pay the bills. Also, like we mentioned, Flash is going to be coming out. I believe you can go pre-order that now. So you can go pre-order the first one of that, get all 3 of the big deluxe one-shots. I think the trade's going to be out by October. Then also, I know because I've been getting messages from people running Scholastic book fairs that they're doing for the winter and spring. If you enjoy all ages stories, or if you have kids that love graphic novels and stuff, Fearless is going to be at all of those. You can also just get it at any store, like literally any bookstore. It's a great, fun little story I did with Zach Wilcox. So make sure to grab those, or tell all the other parents in the fun little sewing circles about it for the book fairs coming up. And then go buy Ryan Lee's Mountainhead because it's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
Hell yeah, man.
All right. Should I plug? Can I plug?
Please do, sir.
All right. Yeah. I have a pretty busy 2022. Obviously, this is going on. Super pumped. But there's a couple other projects that I can't talk about yet. But if you followed me at my Twitter, at Riley Art, or my Instagram, at RyRyLeeArt, or not at, but, that'd be great. And yeah, buy Mountainhead. John Lee's, myself, Doug Arbart, Sean Lee. It's a horror story set in the mountains of Canada, and you can get it anywhere. Pick it up.
Hell yeah, man. Good stuff. One more time, folks, smash the like button. Subscribe to Stegman and Friends so then you're not missing any of these streams. You get told immediately when they're coming out, what we're drawing, who's going to be on, so on and so forth. And we got some other plans. We want to do more stuff on the YouTube with Ryan. So who knows? Keep your eyes peeled, and maybe there'll be some stuff happening just on the YouTube and the KLC Press website, klcpress.com. Subscribe to it. I don't know what else you want me to say. I'm contractually obligated to say it all several times. I love you all. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that. I'm now the center of attention, which is great for me.
I was just doing that for your sign off.
Thank you. This is my sign off.
Final thoughts
happening
with
right
Griffin.
now. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Kenny. Thank you, Ryan.
Thank you.
We'll
Thanks
see
for
you
having us.
all next week, probably.
Probably.
But we won't know for sure. Where will you find out? klcpress.com.
That's right.
Good night, folks.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.